How about we introduce a little anarchy?
And I thought my jokes were bad.
What is up, guys? Here from the Madden YouTube channel, and yes, today we are going to be talking about the aggressive catch. Yeah, it's a hot button topic out there right now. The top meta is obviously a very, very heavy blitz meta where people are blitzing 5, 6, sometimes even 7, leaving everybody on islands down the field. And you see a lot of pro players very upset with the frequency of one-on-one aggressive catches. I would argue that this is pretty much a counterbalance to the defensive meta that is currently there. And I'm not making a commentary overall about the effectiveness of aggressive catches because Lord knows we've all given up aggressive catches in double or sometimes even triple coverage in this game. But as it pertains to attacking the zero blitz right now, there are a lot of players that are very upset with the current state of affairs as it pertains to the aggressive catch. I am one to believe throughout history that, when you're throwing a one-on-one ball and letting a dice roll kind of dictate the outcome, then you aren't really inherently skillful. But I also don't believe that these zero blitzes are inherently skillful either. So I think that one begets the other. They both are kind of intermarried is pretty brainless. But let's go ahead and explain how players are aggressive catching one-on-one. It is a very, very simple thing to do. All you really need for this to work, and you don't even really need it, is height. And then I would say jump, spec catch, and catch in traffic. Really, those are what you need. A height advantage, good jump rating, and good catch in traffic and spec. Now, before I get into teaching you how to do this, because it is really easy, I want to let you know that over on gridirongameplans.gg, I have a video in the October Vault that is focused on how to shut down this tactic. And really, I do believe it is the single best coverage to counter somebody who wants to do what I'm about to show you in this video. So if you guys are struggling stopping this, I would highly recommend going over to Gridiron. That is included in the vault. You get every vault tip of over 65 vault tips, I believe, right now and counting as we continue to update it frequently. And you get the game plans on the website, of which there are 5 on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, and the Discord channel where we have our lab sessions every Wednesday. Go sign up, $9.95 a month, great community. But let's go ahead and show you guys how to aggressive catch. So what we're going to do is we are basically going to utilize streaks. It's that simple. Just put guys on streaks. With this being a heavy cover zero game, you are very, very likely to get one-on-one across the board. And all the players that are throwing aggressive catches are doing is they are waiting for the visual cue of the man that is guarding the intended streak to turn their hips. And then from there, they are throwing a high ball. To throw a high ball, that is L1 or left bumper, depending on what console you play. And the input of the direction that you are going to pass lead is very, very important. So if you were to imagine the thumbstick being a clock, you're going to have the directions. This is 10 o'clock. This is 2 o'clock. Those are the directions that you will throw a high ball to get the aggressive catch and get the box out animation as the DB's hips are turning. So as it pertains Mike Evans over here on the left, I'm going to run the streak, wait for his man to turn his hips and throw a 10 o'clock high ball. And you see right there that even with the ability, it's going to be really effective, but you don't actually need the ability. If I were to go ahead and try to throw the same concept to Julio Jones here, you will actually note that it basically has the same effect without an ability. So I'm just going to wait for the hips to turn, 10 o'clock high ball. Julio does the exact same thing there. So very, very easy to do. Naturally, if you guys have a mismatch of height, jump, spec catch, you're going to be able to pick and choose whichever player you want, which is why you're seeing an uptick in players that will actually play 2x2 spread, which is what I'm basically in right here. Of course, it does matter for your pass lead on the other side of the field. So if I'm going to throw to the right, it needs to be 2 o'clock. Now, don't get this confused with 1 o'clock. If you start to throw these at 1 o'clock, you'll notice a lot of pass breakups. So you see right here, we get a pass breakup. You really need to make sure this ball is getting out to 2 o'clock before you are getting this throw off on a consistent basis. So do not lead it too far upfield. You want to really hit this at 2 o'clock to make sure that they get that ag animation, which is what you see right there. And we're able to roll down inside the red zone. And of course, it doesn't matter even if they have a great DB over there. Really, it's all timing. If you can pick up the visual cue with this and you know, get the ball, you know, out to a 2 o'clock pass lead when his hips turned, you're going to get this animation, or at least a chance at it, very, very frequently. Now, the higher the rating of the defensive back, the more of an opportunity they will have to actually play a swat. You saw right there, Jalen Ramsey actually about swatted that, or did swat that rather. But in general, you're going to get a fair chance to play a one-man interaction. That is really what you're noticing. It's either you or nobody. These high balls to 10 and 2 basically remove the dice roll type animations, and it's just you or nobody. You saw right there, that was a SWAT animation. It looked like a 2-man, but they actually play a SWAT more often than not on this. Now, of course, you know, you don't want to just go out and throw out their best corner all day long. Godwin against Ramsey is definitely an advantage to Ramsey. If you've got one-on-one across the board, you definitely are going to take your opportunities to throw the ball to Mike Evans, because he's really the guy that's going to more often than not come down with the football right there, just a blatant drop. But you guys could go into practice mode and throw these. You really don't have to do anything other than practice this for 10 minutes and realize just how good it is. Now, again, I fully understand this is going to irritate a lot of people because a lot of you guys run cover 0. Listen, it's not as hard to stop as people want to act like. Yes, you will sometimes give up ags in double coverage. Yes, you sometimes will give up ags in triple coverage. But the one-on-one stuff with the cover 0, this is just the way people are attacking it. They're removing the thinking on offense against people who are presenting a lack of thought on defense. I know that I say that a lot in my videos lately, but I truly mean it. I think that really, if you're just rolling up and playing straight up 0, you know, something is going to happen to you. And this happens to be what it is this year. Sometimes it's a quick pass because man coverage isn't good. This year, it's ags. It feels a lot like 16. If you give up a one-on-one and somebody highballs to 10 or 2, you're going to give up ags. You just are. So for those of you that are out there playing this way on defense, be aware this is what people are going to do in response to you. Don't kill the messenger. This is what it's about. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. We upload Monday through Friday in the mornings. And if you guys want to watch me play live, head over to twitch.tv/ZanMadden. And one more thing before we go. If you guys could just take a quick second, drop a comment below. It could be an emoji, literally anything. It helps me out on the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll see you guys right back here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.